Alright, so here I have my absco 10 by 12 shed, and I really love this shed. Unfortunately, as the way things go, I only had it for a year and now we're moving. So I never got to do a review of the full setup, but I'll go ahead and go over what I had in here. So I had internet and power hooked up through the underside of my shed, and I'll show you that. I built a wood base with my neighbor, and we put I'll show you the inside, but it makes it a raised ground, kind of like a mobile home. And my neighbor also had a disability ramp that he had from a friend who was getting rid of it, and so I have that and a little deck here on my shed. So this is being weathered about a year and a half now, so you can see a little bit of weathering up on the top, but not bad at all. So the door does lock, but because we're moving, everything is set up differently, and so I have floor mat here. The shed does lock, which is nice, especially because I'm in what used to be my backyard, and there's an open field that people can come over the back fence if they wanted to. And what I had inside was a LED shop light. I've replaced that with a just normal shop light. I had tables with a computer set up here. Let me go ahead and show you what the size of the shed looks like. Obviously it's an 8 by 10, but I had, table against the wall, table against the wall, a table and a spot here for photography and video, a little fix-it shop here. I still left some of the furniture in here, so I had 2 chairs, Phantom 3S, Meebo X8G inside of this filing cabinet, my trash can. Really good shed. Here is the hole I drilled in the floor to bring in my power, and the internet came in through the roof. There is... I had an issue with flies, and so there's horses next door. I was semi-rural, but I still had high-speed internet. And then here, so once I put up this little fly catcher, it caught all the flies. I screwed in this to the wall, coat hanger, plenty of ways to, Velcro works great on these walls, so I can just put stuff in the walls with Velcro. I had these 3M hooks here to hook stuff onto. You can see my previous videos if you really care, how my shed setup. But I really loved this shed, and I still love this shed. Slept in here quite a few times. It's just great. I got these floor mats from Walmart for, I think this was $30 in floor mats, and just lined them up and put them on. The floor I coated, so the shed was $500, and using some Lowe's coupon, so it was $500, and then the discounted gift cards, so it was $500 after tax because the gift cards took care of the tax. And then all the floorboards were probably $200 because like 4 of these 2x6s, and then the plywood, and then a 2x4 base on the bottom made out of pressure treated wood, and some for the base used stepping stones and raised it off the ground to reduce the bugs, and I sprayed Raid around it. So the bugs were there wasn't hardly any bugs in here as long as I kept the Raid up. But then I knew I was moving, so I kind of slacked off on the last 6 months, and I started to get some bugs. So you can see like maybe a dead earwig tail here. But I absolutely love this shed. I wish I could have another one where I'm moving, but homeowners association won't allow me to. But it was great. I could just come in here at night, pull the switch, perfectly peaceful outside, high-speed internet, workshop, place to do my videos. I had lights around, and here you can see an earwig, so there is bugs in here, but great shed. You can use it for anything you want. Both these doors are open here, so I probably should be talking more about that. The construction part. So that was kind of difficult, but it wasn't impossible. It just took time, but we did it without having put a shed together before, so it's not like it's too hard. It took 4 people to lift the shed and put it on the wood base, and I'll show you some of the mess ups that we did on the way. the shed can only be locked from the outside, so it can't be locked from the inside, so you couldn't really turn it into an apartment. You know, I mean, you could, because this is pretty peaceful out here, but most places you couldn't. Well, you could modify it too, so that's not really an issue. Let's see here. You can see that the base, it didn't come just perfect. I mean, it's really no different, but it just overlapped the edge just a little bit, and we went ahead and caulked it. Also, the height isn't very tall, but adding that 6x2, that extra 6 inches, really adds a lot of height to the shed. So normally, you know, we'd be standing like this in the shed, and you just wouldn't have that much room. But when you go with the extra 6 inches, you get a lot more room. So this is the camera at face height coming down. So yeah, they have these little screw covers on this model, but you know, so you don't have sharp edge screws sticking out, but in the end, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. What else is there? There is a missing piece for the, so see how the bottom here has this piece that's flat and the top here doesn't? Now, to be honest, I'm not sure if that's a missing piece or we just put it together wrong because there was another piece left over that we couldn't find where it went, but it didn't look like that. So either way, even if it was missing a piece, it's still great and works great, worked great, will work great for someone else for a long time to come. Much better than maybe that shed over there. Not so much because of the shed design, but because of the base and everything put together. The difficulty to put together really wasn't that hard. It took us about a week, but that was just because everyone was busy and getting them over here and putting it together. You know, I could screw it together with a little hand screw, and that wasn't really an issue. It was quite easy to put the walls together once we got them all separated. Oh, and they're all numbered with the instruction panel, so you have like 58C. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below, and I'll respond. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Yeah, and then I could like lock it with like a little $3 AliExpress lock. So all that's good to go.